Hi, my name's Lydia. I wanted to make a video for you about balancing. So just a short video you can hopefully fit into your daily routines. A lot of people when they first come to yoga are always surprised at how bad their balance is. But ultimately, like anything else, we can improve it greatly with practice. So all we need today is a chair. We're going to start standing up. So let's just start in Tadasana, which is our mountain pose. So you can have the feet about hip width apart, toes facing forwards. Turn the palms to face forwards. Roll the shoulders back and down. Head in neutral. And I'm going to close the eyes and just feel into the body. Taking a couple of deep breaths. So even in this place of stillness, we actually can feel a lot of movement and fluctuations in the body. And that's a part of developing this skill of balance, is tuning into that. So instead of having your awareness up in your head, see if you can keep your awareness down in your feet, in your ankles, feeling all those little movements. And we'll just take 2 more deep breaths here. As you inhale, visualize drawing breath up from the earth all the way up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, visualize sending the breath back down beyond the feet, connecting with that really grounding energy. Just 1 more breath like this, inhaling up, exhaling down. And opening up the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to use the back of the chair here. I'm going to place the hands onto the back of the chair. I'm going to walk the feet back until the feet come underneath the hips. And then I'm going to try not to step on the cat. And then extend the spine forwards. As I press the thighs back and reaching the crown of the head forwards, making this L shape with the body. So the focus here really is trying to get the legs straight. This is quite important when balancing, because then the stacking of the bones makes it far easier to balance. So keep pressing the thighs back. There's an internal rotation of the thighs. So you're rolling the thighs in slightly and reaching the sides of the waist, crown of the head all the way forward. So ears are in line with biceps. This is our flat back stretch. It's essentially the same shape as a down dog. You can just do this pretty much anywhere in the house. You might do it on the stairs. You could do it in the kitchen. And this is one of the best stretches you can do for your back. Keep pressing legs back, spine forwards. Just take a couple more deep breaths here. And then walking the feet forwards. Okay, so we've kind of primed the legs there, so we're going to start with the balance now. So I'm just going to hold on to the chair. Obviously, if you don't need this kind of support, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to place my hand lightly onto the chair. I'm going to lift this left knee up, and again, just guiding the knee up as high as we can go, and then really firming up the standing legs. So try and get the bones stacked and the legs straight if you can. And you may find that you want to stay holding on. You may be able to release the grip lightly and just hover the hand and then feel all those fluctuations. So awareness is down into that ankle, into the foot. If you're a little bit more advanced or feeling confident enough, you might even take the arm up and find this extension. But that's just something you can build up to and work on. So even in this that appears still, I can feel a lot of movement and I'm responding to all that wobbling. And we're going to take the leg out to the side. So again, you might keep arm up, you might keep holding on. Just going to guide the leg out to the side. And just notice if the standing leg has started to bend. So if you can press that thigh back, lengthen through the spine. So the same things as that flat back stretch. Thighs pressing back, lengthen all the way to crown of the head. Good. And then can you bring that into a tree pose? So your tree pose, you might bring the foot onto the lower leg, or you might use the hand and guide it up onto the thigh. And again, straighten the leg by pressing the thigh back and then reach up through the trunk. Possibly keeping the hand on the chair or playing with balancing. And maybe extending the arms up. And a good place in between might be to take the arms out to the side, a little bit more width. Maybe feel a little bit more stable. And then releasing. Bring the leg down. Okay, so you can just spin around. I'm going to turn my chair so that I'm still facing you. Not on the cat. Okay, so aim again. So this left leg now is getting really firm and straight. Before we do anything, press the thigh back and then lifting right knee up. Guide it up as high as is comfortable and find your balance. Okay, so even if we're holding on, feel the balance, feel the alignment. Maybe taking the hand away, just keeping the hand close to the chair if we feel a little bit uncertain. Possibly taking the arm up. And then taking the leg out to the side. Keeping awareness into the foot, into the ankle. And then coming into our tree pose. So bringing the foot onto the calf muscle or onto the thigh. Maybe taking one arm up. Maybe taking two arms up. Taking a deep breath. And releasing. Okay. Lovely. So we can do a leg raise now onto the chair. So I'll just move this back. Okay. So I could use the lower part here, or I could use the top part. So I'm going to start with the lower part and placing the foot up. I'm going to check that the toes of the standing leg are as facing forward as much as possible, keeping the leg straight, and then just lifting up and placing the foot onto the back of the chair. Okay, so I'm on the seat of the chair here, and then I can hold on to this back piece and try and lengthen through the spine. Okay, so that's a great place to be, and again, we could take the arms up to really challenge the balance. You know, and if you want to go further from there, you can place the foot up onto the back bar of the chair. So pressing the left thigh back, you can press the right thigh back now as well, and then lengthen up all the way to the crown of the head, stretch into the fingers, taking a deep breath. Staying for one more full inhale and exhale and releasing. Bring the foot down and changing sides. Okay, so taking a moment, right toes facing forwards, right thigh pressing back, possibly bringing the heel onto the seat of the chair, or maybe taking it up onto the back bar of the chair. Let's get a little bit further back for that one. Work on straightening both legs and maybe extending arms up. Keeping awareness into the right foot and the ankle, feeling all the fluctuations, breathing deeply. And releasing arms and then leg. Lovely. So last one we're going to do is a variation of Warrior 3. Again, just try and move this chair back without getting the cat. Sorry, cat. Come on, move your body. Okay. Right. Okay, so again, come into that flat back position. Chair forwards a bit, hang on. Walk the feet so they're coming underneath the hips. And then we're going to extend the leg back. So you can take one leg back at a time. Keep the toes facing down and then gradually lifting up. So it might be that we just come a little way off the floor, or we might be able to lift it up, 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 up. Possibly the highest point would be coming to hip height. And same principles as we press the left thigh back and reach the trunk forwards. Taking a deep breath, rolling that right hip down if it's the right leg which is up. And release. And we'll change sides. Taking the other leg back. Keep the toes facing down. Press the standing leg back and reach the trunk forwards. And just gradually taking the leg up to a place that feels manageable for you. Trying to keep energy in both legs. Deepen the breath. And releasing. And walking yourselves forwards and up. And we'll just finish as we started in that Tadasana. So feet parallel, hip width apart, palms face forward. Roll the heads of the shoulders back. You can close the eyes. Come back to that visualization, inhaling breath up from the earth, up and beyond the crown of the head. And exhaling breath back down. So we're connecting with these two energies, the grounding sensation, the earth energy of the feet on the mat. And then this upward extension, the stacking of the bones, being lifted up from the crown of the head. And just notice, does it feel any different at the end of your practice here? Very short practice, but does it feel any different? Is there more stability? There doesn't need to be a right or wrong answer, but just noticing. Noticing if we feel a little bit more stable. And just staying for another 2 deep breaths. And then blinking the eyes open. Great, thank you very much, yogis. Come and see me again soon. Bye bye.